And as mentioned, I'm chairman of Animoca Brands. And maybe just to quickly sort of recap, Animoca Brands has been really sort of building out in the non-fungible token space for almost 4 years at this point. Sounds crazy, but it
Whoa.
doesn't seem that long ago. But
Wow.
when you go back, 2017, 2018 is actually quite a while back in relative terms. And we really got
Hmm.
involved initially because of our involvement with CryptoKitties, which became Dapper Labs and which became shareholders. And they're probably most well known for NBA Top Shot today and many of the other stuff and the Flow protocol. But separately from that, we ended up becoming sort of early investors in Axie Infinity, in OpenSea, with Wax, Decentraland, Bitski, and over 80
My
companies
God.
today. But also from our own group companies, probably our most well-known project is the Sandbox, which I think,
Hmm.
I describe it as the digital Manhattan. Everyone wants a piece of land there and develop on it, from celebrities, famous people, and others who really want to sort of build out the metaverse. And so,
Hmm.
Animoca Brands really built out that vision back then when we saw what non-fungible tokens could do for digital property rights. And
Hmm.
so we basically decided that that was something Animoca Brands wanted to sort of be at the center of. We have a gaming background originally for Animoca. We have been doing games basically, as a mobile game company since 2010, 2011, in the early days of mobile. So we have a
Okay.
gaming pedigree. And
Hmm.
we also have worked with many brands and IP. That's why we're called Animoca Brands. And we have worked with famous IP before. And when the intersection of non-fungible tokens and gaming came into potentially full view, of course, back then it was hard to know where it's going to go. We decided to combine our gaming expertise, our at that time growing blockchain expertise, which was still early, and of course our brand expertise. And so we have now amassed over 300 different kinds of brand IP for digital collectibles, for NFTs, and so on, which of course today is perhaps much more expensive and valuable than it was 3 years ago when we signed up many of those deals.
Yeah.
So I think it was all part of a vision we hoped would happen. For me, it was going to happen no matter what. But like we thought it was going to happen. The question
Hmm.
always is when, right?
Hmm.
It's people can. I think many people are able to predict where the future might go, but they cannot predict the timing. Right, that's the hardest part.
For
And I
sure.
think a combination of COVID, of market circumstance, of global issues, all combined, created sort of what we saw in the last 6 months as sort of
Hmm.
the what I consider a digital property rights revolution, embodied with NFTs. And I think the background to all of this is that we're just at the beginning, right? So
Hmm.
even though it seems incredible, the results that we see with our portfolio and our own businesses, even with F1 Delta Time and Rev Racing and so on, like the demand is there, the volume is there, people want to play the games. The play to earn has now become a thing, right?
Yeah. A big
But
one.
it's but still, we still have maybe just 1 million plus people doing that in the world, right? So it's still very very early, and so we're very excited. To me, this is like 10 to 20 more years of rapid development as far as I'm concerned.
Really? Wow.